Right, I wasn't going to do this now. I wasn't going to do another video for a while. I'd got rid of all this silly stuff when I started, and managed to fit a couple of serious ones in between, obviously. So I didn't just want to babble on about shit, because I've not really got, there's been no massive development as such. However, some weeks ago, the council, this is the lawyer, Huntingdonshire District Council's lawyer, threatened to take my mate with the burger van to small claims court to get this money off that he allegedly owes him for a trading licence, which, as you will all know, they're not allowed to charge for, because they didn't get the letter from the police and the letter from County Council giving them permission to charge, and blah 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 blah. Well, you know, the two of us, one way or another, we've been through so many threats and harassment with these people. There was the illegal police operation last year, when the police were helping a council who they knew already to be breaking the law, and they weren't prepared to take action against the council, but they'd work with them against my mate. So anyway, that he phoned me up on Friday, I think it was, and said they've now threatened to take him to county court because they can get a CCJ and they can sell his house and get the money and blah 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 blah. In the words of the great Denis Leary, sad, sad, sad. So I was wondering what happened to small claims court, you know, because that just obviously went away. I mean, of course, I'm emailing these people, you know, every time something like this crops up, but, you know, in a few weeks they'll think of something else. But what I really wanted to say today was that, you know, what an absolute joke these people are. These are the people that can send you to jail, or have you sent to jail if you don't pay your council tax, you know, because they'll send you to a local Bolton paid magistrates court, and they'll get the result they want. And this is what we're dealing with. They're threatening people, not with magistrates court, by the way, because both small claims and county court would cost them, it would cost a taxpayer money to take my mate to court, even though he's done nothing wrong. You know, if they thought they had a viable chance of winning, they'd just take him to magistrates court, wouldn't they? So, but I really find it, you know, these are the people who tell you what to put in your bin. These are the people, you know, who tell you that what you can do when you're on the street. You know, they can have you arrested for a variety of what they call offences, right from, you know, dropping a bit of sausage roll. You know, they can fine you money for that. And they're just all liars. They're all liars and thieves, and they've stolen more and taken more from the taxpayer than any, well, 90% of criminals out there, you know, in a financial and certainly moral sense. And I promise you, you can sit here and watch this and go, that Huntingdonshire District Council, they're a bit of naughty boys, aren't they? Have a look at your own council. Yeah. Let's see where they get some of the money from. Let's start with these trading licences, because I'll bet you half of them don't have the permission to charge for them. So, for clarification, it's the Local Government Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1982. And at the time they start charging for lay-by traders a licence, they have to have a letter from County Council and a letter from the police giving them permission to do so. And they also have to put it in the local rag for a couple of weeks before they start charging. That was all my law did. They sent that law through. And do you know, it's not getting me down as such, but I'm just so, I don't know where to put my anger for these people, because there's no point in being angry at them. You know, they're quite convinced they're above the law. And it's, you know, as much as you can laugh at them, this is deadly, deadly serious, because how many of these councils are doing this? You know, trading licenses, licenses for shops. You know, the list is endless. What these people charge for taxi licenses, have they done those correctly? You know, because otherwise they're just stealing money. Because the points I've raised, the 2 letters, it might be a small thing. You might think, oh, it doesn't matter, the police would have given the permission anyway, or the county council would have given. But it's the law. You know, and they're sitting there in their glass houses up high saying, you must obey the law, you must obey the law. But they're breaking it. They're breaking the law that, you know, probably some of them had something to do with implementing in the first place. You know, they were so arrogant about this that they didn't even approach the police. They knew they had to, because I've got record of a councillors' meeting saying that they must have a letter from the police and they must have a letter from the county council. They didn't even approach the police. There's no record of it. And of course there's no replies, because the letters were never written, you know, the question was never asked. So this isn't the most thrilling instalment, but you know, there's so much stuff going on now. 3 or 4 cases I've got against various different police officers now for breaking the law, which are all relatively new and ongoing. And really, the police in this are worse than the council, because they've blatantly failed to uphold the law. They've really conspired to commit fraud. They've certainly perverted the course of justice. And really, what do you do? You know, what do you do when there's a media blackout and it's coming from on high? Yeah, there you go. I say it's not a major development, but just be very aware. If your local council cannot get their way, they will threaten you and attempt to intimidate you, and you know, and they'll take you to court like they did with me last year for the council tax. I don't think they actually see that they're doing anything wrong, to be honest, when there's, what, over £1 million of taxpayers' money being stolen. I don't think that they, I'm not sure this registers with them. Anyway, I know a lot of people probably won't watch this, but I really, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in my head just now, so I really just wanted to get something out. So if you have, thank you for watching, and please, you know, I know a lot of it's a bit silly, but please feel free to watch my other videos. Certainly a couple of them have been very well received indeed, including my original Very Corrupt Chief Constable, which is touching on 500 views now, so that's just immense. But yeah, just be careful out there, kids.